Oh my God, I'm so excited to be FaceTiming you.
I'm so excited to be FaceTiming you. Thanks for picking up.
How could I not? It's Young Entertainment Magazine.
Okay, so I love your pink so much. It's so cute.
Thank you. This is my lucky jacket, so I wore it just for you.
Okay, so you know what my lucky jacket is? And I just actually happen to have it right here. I'm putting it on because it's so fun and I feel like we need to match.
I'm feeling it through the screen. We're simpatico.
I love it. Oh
Wait,
my
my
gosh.
favorite cup has hearts on it, so it's just like there's some sort of
Oh,
metaverse thing happening. I
that
don't
is so cute. I love it. I love the vibe. This is like the coziest jacket ever, and I wear it in so many videos. But I was like, I guess today maybe I'll tone it down a bit. But nope, it was not the right day to tone it down.
know. That is stunning. I mean, that's a moment. I love a good fashion moment. I got to tell you.
So, what was the audition process like for This Is Me Now? Did you know it was going to be a film with Jennifer Lopez?
I mean, I did when I first got the audition, and it was one of the craziest weeks of my life. I literally was probably the sickest I've been in years. And
Oh,
I was home here at my apartment, and I normally, will go and do them with my acting coach or things like that. And I said to my boyfriend, I was like, "You're in. You're in. We're bringing you in. You got to read it with me, and we got to make it happen. It's for
yeah,
J-Lo." And
yeah.
it was all self tapes, and we did it here in this very apartment. And yeah, it was sort of a gradual process, but I was actually traveling when I got the call. And
Wow.
my boyfriend and I were actually in Rome for his birthday in Italy, which I'd never been to before. We'd saved all of our pennies to go. And I got
Huh.
a call at like 9 at night from my agent, and she was like, "You're on hold. Don't leave the country and don't cut your hair." And I was like, I think I've done both of those things in the last like 48 hours.
Oh my gosh. Okay, what was your agent's response when you're like, wait, I'm in Rome?
She was like, "Get back by boat, by train, by automobile as quick as you can."
That is so awesome. How long were you on hold for until you found out you got the role?
I think it was probably about 5 or 6 days. And then when I found out I got it, we started shooting about a week later.
Oh my gosh, that happened so quickly. So that's like pretty life-changing.
Oh my gosh, it felt that way. And I just kind of had to jump in. Those are some of the best moments in life where you kind of can't figure out what's going on. You just kind of have to jump and leap
Totally.
and
Yes.
sparkle as much as you can.
Yes, take the risk. Take the risk and just go for it. The bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. Okay, so I want to know what was it like auditioning while you were sick? Was that like a struggle? Because I know like when I'm sick, I'm like, I don't talk to me, I can't do anything. What was that like?
I mean, it's so funny because I it was kind of, I guess it had to be in the stars. I kind of am someone who believes everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
And so the fact that I got to do it at home, maybe I got to feel a little bit more comfortable doing it with my
Oh,
boyfriend. My boyfriend played J-Lo for the reading.
I love it.
It just was more intimate,
Yeah.
and I kind of could add some personal details that are very me, very Brandon. And I think that's what acting and really any profession is about. It's like putting your own personal spin on it and hoping people connect with that.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, good for you for going for it because I know that had to have been hard. And I'm sure that some people would have been like, I can't, but you were like, no, I'm doing this anyway. And how cool is that? That's like the coolest, your own arc, like outside of the script's arc. Like you went from auditioning being sick and then you're in Rome and it's all the fun things. Then you got it. That's so exciting.
Crazy. I know. I tried to do what we could with what we had. And it's like we said, I think that's what life's about. Even in those hard moments, you gotta make it happen. The show must go on.
The show must go on. That's what I was in high school show choir. That was what my teacher, Miss Kerner, would say. The show must go on, you know?
It still fits. She was onto something.
Yes, it still fits. Okay, so this crazy all-star cast that you got to work with. Sofia Vergara, Ben Affleck, Keke Palmer, Kim Petras, Trevor Noah, Derek Huff, Post Malone. I mean, like the list goes on and on and on. What
Yeah.
was it like working with such a talented but also so well-known cast?
Yeah.
There must have been, I mean, so many like facets and elements to that. So what was that like?
Yes. I mean, that was another one of the things where I just was like, okay, I gotta just like get dressed up and go to set today and do the best you can. I mean, everybody was amazing. I couldn't have asked for a better first major professional set to be on. I mean, everyone. I mean, you have to shout out the crew and the people behind the scenes that make it happen too, as well as the star power behind it. It was
Yeah.
just you could feel that we were making something really special, and I just can't wait for February 16th because I think people are going to be blown out of the water by the star power and the visuals, and it's just like unlike anything that's ever been seen on Earth before. And it felt like that making it, with
Wow.
the combination of the people and the crew and the sets and the
Yeah.
music numbers. It's out of this world.
Wow. Yeah, and that's pretty rare to have a film with so many like A-listers. That's crazy, and it just makes it that much more exciting. I can't wait. I can't wait for February 16th. So what was the first day of filming with Jennifer like?
Incredible. I have like such a specific memory. It's now been about a year since we shot it.
Wow.
Which is kind of such a unique part of the business is you kind of make these things and then you go about your life and then it comes back up like this. And we have a hard launch coming up for it in the next couple of weeks.
Wow.
It's a really like big launch for it and some surprises and a lot of things to look out for. Um, but the first day was magical. I mean, to get to kind of meet my co-stars, and I don't want to give anything away because there's a lot of special magical surprises, like I said, in the film. But our first scene was with Jennifer. And so it was
Wow.
kind of crazy to be first day on set. And, we're in this huge sound stage, green screens, and, we're just kind of thrown in to our first scene, which is the first scene we're in the film pretty early on.
Wow.
And it was kind of an emotional scene a little bit too. So you kind of had to, turn it on. And she couldn't have been kinder. She couldn't have been more fabulous to work with. And she just was there to play. And I love
Wow.
she was so open to like letting us experiment and kind of play with the material and she was just a really strong and fearless captain for sure.
Oh, that is so cool to hear. And what just kind of like stood out to me was you said she was there to play. And I think that that's so cool because it's like the entertainment industry is so hard. You work so hard to get these roles and then get to the top and build this career that like lasts for decades. And then but she gets it. She's like, this is life. I'm here to enjoy it. I'm here to live it up. I'm here to have fun. And I know, like, personally, that's something that I struggle with when I'm working because it's like, I'm a perfectionist and you want to do your best. But I think that the magic comes in everything in life when you're there to play, when you're there to be present, when you're there to enjoy the moment. So, how fun. Like, that's what I'd want to hear about JLo, and how cool that she's like that in real life. That's so fun.
I love hearing that. I mean, everything you just said, like we should like put that on a pillow or like on, I mean, we need to emblem that somewhere because that's what it is. I mean, that's the magic of art and acting. It's like the
Yeah.
spontaneity and the
Yeah.
freedom to play. It's like I always say, you start out, I feel like I started out a little kid like playing acting in the sandbox, with my friends. And I feel like the full circle of that is you hustle, you stress, and then eventually hopefully you come back to that place of playing in the sandbox and
Yeah.
fun and freedom. And it was like that with her. And it's crazy to say, but you'll see it in the film. It's very, the moments that we get to share with her and the scenes and even her scenes with other people, it's playtime. And she's
Wow.
such a free and kind spirit. And it really like set the tone for everything.
I love that so much. I'm
Yeah.
not even kidding you. I think I do want to get like a little sign made and hang in my office that just says, I'm here to play, because it's such a brilliant reminder in life. I feel like the only moments I've ever regretted in life were like the times where I didn't live a moment up to its fullest. And I feel like that is such a great reminder, and especially coming from somebody at such a high level where let's be real, when you're at that level you could totally take things seriously and feel that pressure. That is what I aspire to be like. So thank you for sharing that, because that's
Oh,
really
of
cool.
course. Thank you for sharing that. Let's launch a merch shop. We're here to play.
Do it. I love it. And it's got to be pink, of course. It's going to be
I mean,
sparkly, shiny pink with hearts.
manifested this.
um, Total side note, I went to Target yesterday and they have their like little dollar section up front, and it's like Valentine's Day. So they had the cutest pink heart, sparkly everything. If you haven't already, you've got to go check it out, because I'm like, this is my shopping holiday.
Super jam. I mean, I don't want to give away too much about the film, but I wear a lot of these types of colors.
I love it.
And I'm looking at something similar to what we're wearing for the premiere, something very in the theme of
Oh,
Valentine's Day. So we'll see
I
how that
love
all comes out.
Okay, well, perhaps my most important question then. Did you get to take any of your wardrobe from set home?
I'm trying to think back because it was a year ago.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think there might have been one shirt that I was able to keep at the end of it. The costumers and the styling and everything in it is so out of this world. I mean, my outfits, I don't want to give anything away, but it is fashion. It is queer, gender fluid, 2024 fashion. And it was so neat because I've been an actor for 20 years, but really in the last couple of years have gotten to do more professional things, thank goodness, on this level. Nothing on this level yet, but sometimes you get a little bit of a say in your costumes and sometimes you don't. And so it was kind of neat to get a little bit of
Yes.
like, what about that over there in the corner? What if I try that on? And you'll see. I really feel like I got to bring some of this and some of this into it.
Oh,
Um, yeah, I wish I could have kept more.
that is so fun. I cannot wait. I feel like okay, total side note, but do you like reality TV at all? Have you ever
Uh,
seen
of
Love? Okay, have you ever seen Selling Sunset?
course.
Okay. Love that show. One of my favorite parts is just seeing their outfits. Like I will watch shows for the outfits because it's
Oh,
so much fun.
totally. I mean, that's
Yeah.
part of it. I think fashion and the art of it, is incredible. It's such a way to express yourself. And I
Totally.
think, the younger generation is, and everybody really is kind of revving up and being like, we can
Totally.
explore different things. I love my character really gets to wear makeup and gets to do fabulous fashions and over the top looks. And, it's just really normalized in the story. And I think that was so, so exciting to get to do. And
Yeah.
I think it's going to be really neat for people to see kind of that self-expression.
I cannot wait to see it. Was there anything that you found that was challenging as part of this project that was like a personal challenge or an acting challenge or just really anything that you had to overcome?
I think if anything, the big thing would have been having to jump in within a week of finding out. I think that
That's
kind of
crazy.
was something where I was like, whoa, this is happening and it's happening fast. Jump on
Yeah.
the plane, buckle up, and just go with it.
Yeah.
And kind of not having that time to sort of like, okay, how do I get, I need to get a facial, I need to get a haircut, all this stuff. But it was pretty neat to have to do it that way, like I said. I think
Yeah.
that kind of allowed me to really grow and, and
Yeah.
and it really did challenge me, as a performer. And so I think that was probably the best part.
Totally. It's like I can't plan anything in a week. Like I can't plan like a dinner in a week. And you're telling me that I have to fly back across the country all the way home to then fly to set. I mean, that is so much. Was there any one thing, like speaking of facials, I could totally relate to that. Was there any one thing where you're like, oh my gosh, I have to do this before I go to set? Like a whatever kind of thing that was yours?
I think, I wanted to do a more in-depth facial. I'm really into skincare. I can tell you are too. You're glowing.
Aw.
And I have a friend who's a facialist, and I was like, squeeze me in, please. Even if
Yeah.
it's microdermabrasion, I'll take it. I'll take whatever you can get. We can meet halfway. And
Yeah.
that was kind of a big thing that I wanted to do. I was like, even if I just get one in really quick
Yeah.
before we start. Um, and then
So
of
fun.
course, just, working with the material and getting comfortable with it before was important.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So cool. Okay. And one last question about that. So when you were flying, just so where did this film at, if you don't mind me asking?
We actually filmed here in Los Angeles.
You filmed here. Okay, well, never mind. I was gonna, oh, well, I guess I was gonna say, what was it like flying to set, like knowing that you were kind of embarking, but I guess you were flying back home. So
Yeah.
what was that plane ride like? Were you just so consumed and like in the best way, like this is about to happen?
Yeah. I mean, there's so much energy that I felt around it, especially for the last year. I think part of it, like I said, was the magic of the set, the magic of the project. I mean, it is going to redefine the modern musical. Anyone who even has an inkling of loving musicals, you have to see it.
Cool.
It really does redefine the modern musical. And I think I felt that energy and I've just tried to bottle it up. And I felt it on that plane ride back coming to set. And I would make playlists for myself to just kind of stay in that place because it was so magical and it was so strong and powerful. And, I think, like I said, that energy, you can feel it when you're watching the film. And I think everybody will see that.
Oh, that is so exciting. It's so electric. Like I can feel that electricity already. So fun. So, who is your character? What's their name? How do they fit into the story?
So I can't give away too many details. They've been so, careful about what we've said prior to it and stuff. But I am playing the lover, and I am a friend of Jennifer's that is kind of helping her on this journey of love. And she's navigating some tricky situations. And so we're kind of there to help her and give advice. And that's all I can really say about it for right now. But she's up against some wild things.
That is so fun. Did you ever think that you would be giving JLo's character love advice?
Oh my gosh, no. I mean, it is insane. I'm really not qualified in my real life, but I just, to kind of get to play the gay best friend of her in this, it's so special to me. I think it's going to be a really cool, powerful LGBTQIA moment also because it's a very, like I said, gender fluid character that really um, is modern and is now. And the story arc is really fun for us in it as well, her friends. And even if you watch the trailer, you can see there's so much happening, and we get to kind of be a part of it from the beginning to the end. But I never would have guessed this in my wildest dreams. I mean, I still pinch myself. I'll like sit in my car and like start crying a little bit about it because I get so excited sometimes. It's been epic.
Totally, I would too. I feel that. I'm such a crier, and it's like I feel that just kind of taking it all in, and it's something you'll probably never get over because it's so amazing. And so it's like that's so cool that that will stick with you, and that emotion and that electricity for the rest of your life. I mean, it's so epic. Was there anything that you picked up from working with Jennifer Lopez? Whether it was advice that she directly gave you, or just something that you kind of watched and you were like, you just kind of took that with you.
Yeah, I mean, there was so much. I literally have like said she was like a fairy godmother for me and for some of us this year. She really took us in, and she, it was just incredible to work with someone at that caliber and the rest of the cast as well, Ben and the other people who were a part of it. And I mean, I think if anything, her discipline and attention to detail, and she is just a hustler. She makes it happen, and she's just such a strong positive energy too. And I think I really could feel that. And it was just so neat to kind of be able to have these combos with her, between takes and stuff and learn about her and learn about the business from how it was working. And if anything, yeah, that discipline and that drive is everything. And she's got it. I mean, she's just so magnetic.
Wow, I love that. Do you have a favorite line or moment from the movie?
I mean, there's the one I'll give away because it's been released is there's in the trailer, there's a moment in the beginning where she's talking about being a sex addict and she's questioning if her friends are wondering if she has a problem with love. And, my character, she's like, you guys are crazy. I couldn't do this. And I'm like, maybe, maybe you could. Like she's just, it's a really fun little group scene between all of us. And but there's some good one-liners. I don't want to give them away, but there's some great one-liners throughout it.
Oh my gosh, we're so excited. Did you have a okay, so are you familiar with the term GRWM? Get
GRW.
ready with me.
Yes, of course. Yes, I had to think
Okay.
about it for a second. It's early in the day, but yes, I am familiar.
Okay, good. So I wanted to ask, did you have a special GRWM routine every day getting ready on set?
Yes, I mean, music is a huge thing for me. I'm really into Taylor Swift right now, so there's a little bit of like I can see you Taylor's edition on repeat on the right mornings and
Yeah.
other musicals just to get in that zone.
Yeah.
I think as an actor too, like music can be so powerful to get you in a mood. Um,
Yes.
Definitely that was a big one. And then the costumes really helped because, like I said, as you'll see, the costumes are extravagant. I mean, it's like it's a moment. It's a moment, people. You're gonna see the fashions and every single one of them they really like outdid with the
Oh
next.
my gosh. I'm so excited. Was there Speaking of being excited, was there any specific moment just being a part of this project that stands out to you that was the most exciting part from you for you? Besides, like getting the role and that sort of initial adrenaline.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it was insane from beginning to end, but for sure, I think we had a wrap party at the end where we really got to celebrate, the culmination of all the work, and just to get to celebrate all together and with her and Ben and everybody, and really like, recognize we made something really special and it's unique and the world is going to see it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's going to be all over the world. And there was just so much great energy and so much to celebrate and so much to look forward to, And so I think that moment really stands out for me. It was just such a special night. And we all just, danced together and had fun. And it was just like being little kids celebrating doing a play. It felt like,
Yes.
you know.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun. Was there anything specific that was like a funny kind of moment or anything that happened when the cameras weren't rolling, offset, just something like a special little moment?
So many little special moments. Well, I always was obsessed with her shoes. And so I would ask her, we would just, while they're readjusting the lights or something. I remember this one scene we were shooting and we had a break. And so I was just like, oh my God, those shoes. She was like, I know. I don't even remember who the designer was exactly, but she was like, yeah, she was like, Christian Dior sent me them or something like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, same. I was like, in my dreams. Like it just was so, she's just such a fabulous fashionista too. So that was kind of neat to see. But she's just so down to earth and cool. I mean, genuinely.
That's so fun. Now, do you have a musical, like a favorite musical that you grew up watching or whatever it is? What's your favorite musical?
Yes, I mean, I love, love, love. It's kind of cheesy, but it's true. I love Wicked. I've always loved Wicked.
I love Wicked too.
Yes,
One of my favorites.
there's nothing like it. I mean, one of my childhood friends from my hometown actually is playing Fiero right now in New York City.
How
And
fun.
I wanted to get back to see him in it, but I haven't seen it in a couple of years. But I'm due. I think I've seen it like 7 or 8 times, but I'm due for another time.
That's one of those musicals that you can see, I mean, over and over again. It's so good. The music is just so catchy. And one of my favorite memories shortly before my grandma passed was we went and we got to see it together at the Pantages in LA. And you know how they do like the lottery raffle right before? So
Yes,
we did that and we were able to get front row seats last minute. And it was just like the most special memory I'll never forget with my grandma. And it was one of the last times I was like really spent time with her. And whatever I think of Wicked, I mean, I already loved Wicked, but like grew up, in show choir doing all the songs from it. But that I'll always think of my grandma when I think of that show. But it is so good. I'm so glad that you picked that one.
I love that. I mean, that is
Yeah.
such a special memory, and it's that type of musical. It like stays with you.
Oh,
Um, it like creates a core memory for sure. Like I can remember the first time I ever seen it when she's flying
really?
up. Spoiler alert! If anybody doesn't know what happens in Wicked, she's not all bad.
What is one thing that you hope people take away from this film?
Ah, so many things, but I definitely hope that people will feel that energy that we were talking about. I think there's a lot of love in it. And it's like I said, it feels like something really, really special that's never been done before. And I hope people take inspiration from it. And I hope they take creativity and that, there's so much out there. And I think this is something that she dreamed up herself. And I think you really, we all have that in us. And so I hope, we really stay in tune with ourselves and realize how much creativity there is always going inside. You just got to tap into it.
So good. I am so excited. Okay, really quick, we'll do rapid fire. So this is because, all about the Queen J Lo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna share some lines from either Made in Manhattan or The Wedding Planner,
Oh,
and then
okay.
you'll just have to guess which movie it's from, but just rapid fire. I was
I,
just about to say there is no right or wrong. I guess there's kind of right or wrong, but it doesn't matter. We're just
yeah,
having fun.
I love it.
Okay.
Woo.
Because someone once said they have less artificial coloring because chocolate's already brown, and it kind of stayed with me.
The wedding planner.
Done. Ding, ding, ding. There was a part of me that wanted to know what it felt like to have someone someone like you look at me the way you did once. And I'm sorry, truly, if I could rewind the past week, I would.
Made in Manhattan.
Yes, you got it. You
Yes.
got it. I love it. You know, those who can't do teach, well, those who can't wed plan.
Wedding planner.
Yeah, good. You saved my shoe. I mean, my life.
Made in Manhattan.
Wedding planner.
Ah,
But I think that that's so good because you were just talking about how Jennifer has the most fabulous shoes. So
yes. Gorgeous.
that's so on brand. I love it. I thought it would be impolite to correct you.
Made in Manhattan.
Yes, you smell like sweet red plums and grilled cheese sandwiches.
Oh, that's making me hungry. The wedding planner?
Yeah, yeah, good. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. He's one of mine, the lactose intolerant.
Made in Manhattan.
Yes. Oh my gosh, you're nailing it. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing here, Steph. What am I doing? This is all a lie.
Made in Manhattan.
Yes. So
Yes.
good. Last one. You castrated him.
Wedding planner?
Yes.
Yes. Oh my
Good
gosh, I was
job.
better at that than I thought I would be.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, my love. That was fabulous. So
That was
fabulous.
so much fun.
Oh my,
That was just such a delight talking to you, and we cannot wait for February 16th. Thank you for taking the time to chat with us.
thank you, my love. I cannot wait to see it. Well, we'll be in touch soon. I'm excited. Bye, you guys. It's been so nice FaceTiming, and don't forget to subscribe to Young Entertainment Magazine.